Hey guys, how's it going? It's Professor Moose here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on some episodes: Sonic Cream Boom, Stairmaster, Showstoppers, Dog and Pony Show, and Green Isn't Your Color Review. So we're going to be going through all these, and honestly, well, I finished typing up a great review for this episode, and well, let's just say I just now got to uploading it, so we're going to be doing not really a summary, but we're going to try something different. Here we go. First up, Sonic Cream Boom. Overall, I really love this episode. We get some cool new lore and a creative location, good characterization, and key moments. It would have been easy just to make Rarity seem like a major twerp. And while she kind of is, it feels natural to her with her character, and she acknowledges where she went wrong herself. The resolution is very satisfying, and there are plenty of cute moments. My favorites include Pinky's Rainbow Taste, and honestly, when she tastes it, it just makes it spicy in the Rainbow Factory, which is Cloudsdale's main source of weather. And Fluttershy's cheer after the boom. Aside from Dash being a bit unnecessarily rude to Flutters and a few weird plot conveniences, which Pinky would definitely volunteer to get wings, right? Why wouldn't the Pegasi notice the alicorn amongst them? Shouldn't there be two different categories for this competition? There isn't much to dislike here. All in all, the worst part of the episode is that I lost the first. I lost the first impression of it, and that's kind of bitter. Aside from that, there truly is a lot of love. I guess when Rary involved in season 1, things get pretty good. Showstoppers. Well, this one's a bit of a mixed bag, an interesting mix of frustrating and adorable. Let's get into the summary. When Rarity needs help with overseeing the CMC for a sleepover at the same time as finishing the order of dresses for a client, Fluttershy offers to help. However, she realizes she bit off more than she could chew when the CMC sneak out of the Everfree Forest in hopes of getting their key marks. She ends up saving them in Twilight from a creature called the Cockatrice and earns the respect of the CMC. Now, the most notable thing about this episode is how similar it is to Baby Cakes. As both episodes have different lessons about responsibility and babysitting, they're similar enough to be notable. Unfortunately, I happen to dislike both episodes for the most part, so I'm not sure what to do about it. Although in theory, it would be cute to see Fluttershy and the CMC interact, and they certainly do have their moments. The CMC are unfortunately overall excruciatingly annoying, and the most in every episode. Again, they do have cute moments. Such as Apple Bloom, some pony needs to put this thing out of its misery. Lion and Sweetie Belle's lullaby. But most of it is foreshadowed by how frustrating they tend to be in the majority of the time. This isn't even built on by the intro that seems to set up Sweetie Belle Rarity's plotline that deals with the problem that is later solved by Hoofsister Social. As for positives, Fluttershy is, of course, does not fail to be adorable. And that's pretty much it. I guess it's kind of creepy and cool way to see Twilight really turn you stone. And I like some of the character in introductions the three ponies have together, but overall, just I don't know. As for the stair, it was a little odd to see how quickly Floaters went from using the stair against the chickens, especially considering how she seems to hesitate in the later episodes. Honestly, I'm not so sure about how I even like the stair plotline in general. The only other episode I can think of where is bats, and I'm not really a fan of that one either. Overall, this the whole episode with a few shining moments of cuteness would have really recommend really recommend after soaking in all the cute moments for every cute face, I guess they're worth, and that's about it. Showstoppers. Back to season one. Yet again, so it seems. Well, I feel like this is the episode everyone thinks of when they think of the early CMC. After CMC try multiple ways to get their key marks, Shirley and Twilight tell them about the talent show that they choose to join. Deciding on a musical number. Each video picks a role that is not exactly suited for their abilities. However, they do win a prize for Best Comedy Act, and realize that they were pursuing the wrong things, although their judgment still isn't 100% infallible yet. I think it's a super cute episode that totally earns its spot in the hearts and minds of MOP fans. And there are a ton of adorable CMC interactions, especially as they help one another in each of their strong suits. While the song is quite something, it serves its purpose well and it's pretty entertaining. Despite the talent show categories being extremely specific, I don't really think there are many problems with this one. Cube episode, much recommended. That's about it. A Dog and Pony Show. Back to season one. This will be fun. Oh, it rhymed. Okay. So, Spike is helping Rarity gather some gems when she is kidnapped by a free labor for free labor as by the Diamond Dogs. Rarity enlists the name of Six to help rescue her, and they all fear how Rarity is doing under such stressful conditions. However, Rarity managed to outwit the Diamond Dogs by the time the main six showed up to get her, and the group learns an important lesson about not underestimating some pony based on their demeanor. I think this episode carries a great lesson about femininity, and does not and does a lot to uplift Rarity's character and make a personal favorite of mine. Her witty, successful attempts to frustrate the Diamond Dogs surprisingly do not annoy me, which I can appreciate. Rarity throughout the episode was pretty amusing, and a highlight for me. The plot was quite slow sometimes, especially in the whack a dog scene, as I call it, and I wasn't exempt of frustrating plot moments. At least my least favorite moment was Twilight acting like Rarity was the only pony who could do the spell before remembering moments later that Rarity taught it to her. What a needless, frustrating 3 cents exchange. So all in all, this is a good episode, although I not exempt from flaws. Worth a rewatch, however. Green isn't your color. Was afraid I'd jinx getting a lighthearted episode after my last review, and what's more lighthearted than season 1? I'm excited to revisit this one. So Fluttershy and Rarity meet up for their weekly spa hangout, and Rarity asks Fluttershy to model an outfit for a photo shoot with the famous photo finish. Flutters reluctantly agrees, but things go sour when Photo has her eye on Fluttershy modeling, and not Rarity's designs. The two confess to Twilight their corresponding secrets. Rarity is envious of Fluttershy's success, and Fluttershy hates the attention and depressingly wants to stop modeling. Eventually, after much struggle from Twilight to hold it in, the secrets come out. Fluttershy happily quits modeling. This episode is cute, sweet, and prime season 1. Fluttershy and Rarity are two characters who get a bit of focus together throughout the series, and it's nice to spotlight them this early on. And they have a cute friendship and plenty of cute moments sprinkling in this episode. Photofish, the photographer that also makes her first appearance here, and she makes quite the impression. I also love the designs of the cool background ponies and all the convenience she exceeds. The Twilight subplot is key as well, and makes for some entertaining moments. And the only real issues I have here is continuity based. For instance, Fluttershy and Rarity have a spa get-togethers every week. How do they have time for that and in their busy schedules? And yes, I understand it's a cartoon, but I feel like the fact that Fluttershy is a model should probably be brought up again at some point, since it seemed like she was so famous. The last issue I noticed was with Pinkie Pie and her important value of keeping secrets, quite a bit with her later role in the one where Pinkie Pie knows nothing here is too major as always. I just like nitpicking because why not? And that's pretty much it for all the reviews. Cute, sweet episode, and it gets me nostalgia for season 1 every time. And you can't go wrong with that. Hope you enjoyed this review. Class is dismissed.